Sigma men, often perceived as enigmas, possess traits that might mystify the average onlooker. Their actions, deeply rational yet often misinterpreted, paint a picture of a man unbound by societal norms. Today, we're exploring the 12 peculiar traits of Sigma men that bewilder and fascinate those around them. Firstly, Sigma men often find themselves either remarkably early or last to leave social gatherings. Unlike those who thrive on being the life of the party, Sigma men relish their solitude, arriving early or lingering late not to seek attention but to comfortably transition into or out of social settings. This allows them a sense of control and privacy, enabling them to engage on their own terms. Far from being antisocial, they simply manage their social energy differently, preferring meaningful interactions over superficial exchanges. Secondly, while many articulate feelings with words, Sigma men embody the phrase, "Actions speak louder than words." They may not verbalize their emotions frequently, but their deeds, loyal, considerate, and thoughtful, reveal their depth of feeling. This divergence from the norm can be puzzling to those accustomed to overt expressions of emotion, but is a testament to the Sigma's belief in authenticity and meaningful gestures. The peculiar aspect of Sigma men is their seemingly intimidating exterior, which belies a rich, sensitive core. Their confidence and self-assuredness might ward off casual engagement, yet those who know them well understand the empathy and compassion residing beneath. Sigma men shield their vulnerabilities, revealing them only to trusted allies, creating an aura of mystery and depth. Furthermore, their humor, dry, dark, and often misunderstood, reflects their unconventional perspective on the world. Sigma men find humor in the absurdities of life, preferring intellectual wit that challenges norms over commonplace jokes. This unique sense of humor can leave others puzzled, wondering about the appropriateness of their laughter. Despite their apparent detachment, Sigma men place immense value on deep, meaningful relationships. They might not engage in small talk or frequent social outings, yet they are profoundly committed to the few they consider worthy of their time and trust. This selective approach to relationships ensures that their emotional investments are substantial and sincere. People watching serves as a hobby for many Sigma men, providing them with insights into human behavior and social dynamics. This practice, often misunderstood as aloofness, is actually a method through which Sigma men enhance their understanding of the human condition, observing unnoticed details that reveal the intricacies of interaction and personality. Impatience with inefficiency and incompetence marks another distinctive trait. Sigma men despise wasted time and energy, driven by a preference for efficacy and precision in all endeavors. Their intolerance for unnecessary drama and ineptitude is not a lack of empathy, but a pragmatic approach to life's challenges. Their acute observational skills allow Sigma men to detect subtle changes in behavior, making them excellent at reading situations and people. This keen awareness often astonishes others, who marvel at the Sigma's ability to perceive what goes unnoticed by most. Privacy is sacrosanct to Sigma men, who often appear secretive about their lives. This guardedness is not an indication of distrust but a choice to maintain autonomy and preserve their mystique. Sigma men believe in living on their own terms, sharing themselves selectively and strategically. Internally, Sigma men engage in rich dialogues with themselves, constantly analyzing and reflecting on their experiences and beliefs. This introspection might make them seem distant to others, but it is a vital aspect of their cognitive process, allowing for profound personal growth and self-awareness. Skepticism towards authority and conventional rules characterizes the Sigma mentality. They challenge norms not out of rebellion, but from a logical assessment of their validity and necessity. This critical perspective can be both intriguing and disconcerting to onlookers who are accustomed to more conformist attitudes. Now, despite their independence, Sigma men are often their own harshest critics. This internal critique drives them to continually strive for personal improvement and integrity. Their commitment to their principles and goals remains unwavering, irrespective of external opinions or pressures. Let's delve deeper into the lives and psyches of Sigma men, exploring even more of their distinctive traits and the nuances that make them such fascinating subjects of study. One of the lesser-known yet profoundly impactful traits of Sigma men is their exceptional adaptability when alone. Unlike many who might feel discomfort in prolonged periods of solitude, Sigma men thrive. This ability to be alone, not just coping, but flourishing, is often misunderstood. In a world that prizes constant connectivity, their preference for solitude can seem like disinterest in others. However, it's in these quiet moments that Sigma men often find their strength, reflecting deeply on their experiences and planning their next moves. Their solitude is not a sign of loneliness, but a powerful testament to their self-sufficiency and personal resilience. Sigma men are strategic thinkers. They often approach life like a chess game, where every move is calculated and every decision is weighed with careful consideration. This trait makes them excellent in roles that require strategic planning and crisis management. However, this can also lead to misunderstandings in more casual settings, where their strategic nature might be perceived as scheming or overly cautious. Yet, it's this precise capability to think several steps ahead that often leads Sigma men to achieve great success in their personal and professional lives. Education and learning for Sigma men often take an unconventional route. They are autodidacts who prefer self-taught knowledge over traditional educational structures. This preference stems from their desire to control the pace and depth of their learning, choosing to dive deep into subjects that truly interest them rather than adhering to a prescribed curriculum. While this can sometimes isolate them academically, it also allows them a unique perspective on problems and a diverse set of skills that are self-curated and highly tailored to their interests. While we've touched on their emotional expression, it's crucial to emphasize the depth of emotion that Sigma men experience. They feel deeply and intensely, though they may not always show it. Their emotional depth is often hidden behind a stoic facade, which can be misleading. Sigma men choose carefully to whom they show their vulnerable sides, ensuring they are understood and respected, not pitied or underestimated. This depth makes their personal relationships incredibly rich but also complex. Sigma men are intrinsically motivated. They do not seek external validation to the extent that many others do. Their goals and aspirations are driven by a deeply personal set of values and beliefs, making them less prone to being swayed by fleeting trends or peer pressure. This intrinsic motivation can sometimes be seen as stubbornness or aloofness, but it is actually a powerful driver that ensures they remain true to their convictions and pursue their goals with relentless dedication. Often, Sigma men find themselves at odds with mainstream culture. They tend to question societal norms and may reject popular culture if it doesn't resonate with their values. This cultural dissonance can make them appear as outsiders, as they often prioritize integrity over conformity. While this can lead to a sense of isolation, it also provides Sigma men with the freedom to forge their own paths and create lives that are truly their own, unencumbered by societal expectations. Despite their preference for solitude, Sigma men can be profound mentors and influencers. They often possess a wealth of knowledge and experience that they are willing to share when they encounter someone who shares their thirst for depth and understanding. Their mentorship, however, is often subtle, guiding others through questions and challenges, rather than direct instruction, empowering their mentees to think and discover independently. Sigma men have a unique way of navigating conflicts. They prefer rational discussion and will often withdraw rather than engage in heated emotional exchanges. This approach can sometimes be seen as evasive, but it is actually a strategic choice, allowing them to address issues when they are more likely to be resolved constructively. Their conflict resolution style emphasizes effectiveness and clarity over winning an argument, aligning with their overall strategic approach to life. Also, the influence of a Sigma man often extends far beyond his immediate presence. Through their actions, choices, and even their reserved nature, they leave a lasting impact on those around them. Their legacy is not necessarily one of fame, but of meaningful change and subtle guidance that reshapes their environment in profound ways. Continuing our exploration into the intricate world of Sigma men, we delve deeper into their intellectual and social paradigms, uncovering traits that not only define but distinguish them in a society that often misunderstands their intentions and actions. Sigma men often engage in philosophical pondering, grappling with existential questions that many avoid. This reflective practice isn't merely academic, it's a fundamental part of their lives. They seek to understand the why behind everything, from basic social interactions to complex societal structures. This deep philosophical engagement can make them seem distant or preoccupied, but it's this level of thought that guides their actions and decisions, providing them with a framework that is both robust and deeply personal. The lifestyle choices of Sigma men are marked by a distinct nonconformity. They often opt out of the typical paths of career, relationships, and even leisure, choosing instead routes that are less traveled but more aligned with their values. This could manifest in choosing remote work long before it became a norm, or in adopting minimalist living to avoid the clutter of materialism. Their choices, while puzzling to some, are deeply intentional, designed to maximize their sense of personal freedom and authenticity. Sigma men are innovative problem solvers who approach challenges with a unique perspective. Their solutions are often unconventional, but effective, reflecting a blend of creative thinking and rational analysis. In professional settings, this trait makes them invaluable in roles that require out-of-the-box thinking. Whether they're streamlining processes or developing new products, their ability to see beyond the immediate, to understand the root causes of issues, allows them to implement solutions that others might overlook. Though reserved in nature, Sigma men are profoundly loyal to those they care about. Their loyalty isn't loud or showy. It's a quiet, steadfast commitment that endures even in the face of adversity. This loyalty extends to their personal and professional relationships, making them reliable partners and allies. However, because they're selective about where they invest their loyalty, it can take time for them to fully commit to people or causes. Once committed, though, their loyalty is as deep as it is enduring. Many Sigma men possess strong artistic sensibilities, finding expression in music, art, or writing. This creative outlet provides a way for them to explore and express their inner landscapes, often revealing depths of emotion and insight that they might not openly discuss. Their art is another layer of their complex persona, offering a glimpse into the rich inner world that they navigate daily. In an era dominated by digital connectivity, Sigma men often choose paths of digital detachment. They may engage with technology when necessary, but they don't let it dominate their lives. This detachment is a deliberate choice to maintain mental clarity and focus, preserving their ability to engage deeply with the world around them without the constant noise of digital interference. This might make them seem out of touch or uninterested in trends, but it is actually a way to stay rooted in what is real and tangible. If you're feeling extra generous and want to support our channel, consider sending a super thanks by clicking on button right below this video or the three dots. It looks like a heart within a dollar sign. By clicking on it, you can choose to make a small contribution to our channel. Your contribution helps us to keep bringing you valuable content and fuels our passion for creating. We're grateful for your support and can't wait to see your super thanks messages. An increasing number of Sigma men are turning towards eco-conscious living. This isn't just a trend for them, but a conscientious decision that aligns with their values of independence and sustainability. They often adopt practices that reduce their environmental impact, from choosing sustainable products to advocating for eco-friendly policies. Their approach to sustainability is holistic, encompassing not just their personal habits, but also their expectations from corporate and governmental policies. Sigma men are characterized by an insatiable intellectual curiosity. They are lifelong learners, constantly seeking new knowledge and experiences that challenge their understanding of the world. This curiosity drives them to read extensively, travel, and engage in conversations that stretch their intellectual boundaries. It's not uncommon for a Sigma man to be knowledgeable about a wide array of topics, reflecting the breadth and depth of their explorations. Contrary to the traditional, charismatic leader archetype, Sigma men often embody a form of quiet leadership. They lead by example, their actions and decisions setting a standard for others to follow. In leadership roles, they are more likely to be seen as mentors or guides rather than authoritative figures, facilitating growth and development in their teams by fostering an environment of mutual respect and learning. Ethical integrity is fundamental to the Sigma identity. They hold themselves and others to high moral standards, and this integrity guides every aspect of their lives, from business practices to personal relationships. Sigma men are often the whistleblowers, the reformers, the advocates for justice in their communities, because they cannot abide by wrongdoing or injustice. Finally, Sigma men are often futuristic visionaries. They have a unique ability to foresee trends and changes before they become apparent to others. This foresight can be seen in their personal career choices, investments, and even their contributions to discussions about societal advancement. Their visionary perspective is not just about predicting changes, but actively preparing for them, creating a lifestyle and a mindset that are adaptable to future uncertainties. In conclusion, the world of a Sigma man is rich with complexity and contradiction. As we wrap up this detailed exploration, remember that each trait we've discussed opens a window into the soul of Sigma men, offering insights not just into their behavior but their profound impact on the world. If this journey into the psyche of Sigma personalities has intrigued you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for Sigma Thinker, where we continue to uncover the layers of the most fascinating personality types in our midst. Join us as we dive deeper into understanding the human condition through the lens of those who defy the ordinary.